When you are running your business, one of the most important things you can do is really keep track of your KPIs or your key performance indicators. Every quarter, we say we live our business by the quarter. So we've got our goals that help us achieve our yearly goals. And if you've read Traction and you understand the EOS, that's exactly what I'm talking about. When we have KPIs and we just study them at the end of the month or the end of the quarter, it's really not as helpful as when we're watching them all the time and really keeping our finger on the pulse of it. So just as is explained in the EOS system, every week on Monday morning, we have a level 10 meeting and we have what we call a scorecard. So we're keeping track of the KPIs that are doing the tasks that will help us achieve our quarterly and yearly and even beyond goals. One thing that was happening was as I was preparing for our meeting each week, and we were updating the scorecard, I was finding that I was having to go back and do some digging and get all the numbers, which is really, not the most efficient way to do it. I found a way to get the numbers that I needed to add to the scorecard, and that is through custom reports. Now I have built out a version of Go High Level for the rental management. So we fixed up some property. We had a lot of vacancies because we go in, we fix them up, and then, we rent them out. And we're excellent at filling those vacancies. And a lot of that has to do with our system. On Monday morning at 8 o'clock every week, Dwayne and I both get a report that shows one of the things that we were tracking were outbound calls. December was so slow. And so one of our main goals was to get all these filled. And one of the things we put on our scorecard to make that happen were outbound calls. We didn't have any rental tours that week. So this report shows us the last 7 days. Now we can customize it so we can see how many we had in the last month. And I do have a full-blown reporting system, but this was specifically so that we could complete our scorecard every week. And then here was really the most important thing that we're looking at were outbound calls. And we made 16, which is really good. We do a lot of messaging and things like that, but those outbound calls were really important. And we can even break it down by how many went through and things like that. But at the time, this was a scorecard. So making these reports specific to our scorecards saved me about a half an hour a week. If you have any questions about it, let me know.